Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm a career and leadership coach, and I host JobSearchTV.com on YouTube and Amazon, as well as No BS Job Search Advice Radio, a podcast that you can listen to on many platforms. Today I'm going to talk with you about one of those salary negotiation mistakes that people make all the time. And it comes out of anxiety about negotiating or saying the wrong thing that puts you in this bind. Now, let me start by saying I worked as a recruiter for, in recruiter years, it was more than 100 years, but I worked in it for a long, long time. And I'll just say that when people go on interviews, salary negotiation begins as soon as the screener asks you about what you're looking for. Now, if you're in a location where they can still ask about your current salary, we've got a different scenario there, and I'm going to cover that in another video. But when you're in a location where they can't legally ask about what your current salary is, they're going to ask you about what you're looking for, what your expected salary is. Some question that's going to get you to commit to a number. Now, the way to respond is by saying, before you answer the question, is to ask, well, what's the range on the position? And if they then turn it around and say, no, you first, I asked you first, you can do what they would do, which is to say, I'll cover that in a second, but could you give me a sense of the range for the position? And your response, once you hear the number, is to say, yeah, the high end of that range works for me, not the low end. But when you give them an answer along the lines of 90 to 110 or 110 to 130, if you're a recruiter, if you're a hiring manager, you only hear the low number as being acceptable. On your side, you're thinking of the high number as being what you're looking for, and that the other one indicates some degree of flexibility on the way in. So avoid giving a range. Start by flipping the question and asking them. And whatever is said, if you feel compelled to answer the desired salary question, or what you're looking for, or what your expectations are, you have to follow it up by saying, but understand, I don't know anything about the job other than I've seen a job description that may or may not be completely accurate. I haven't met my future boss, heard about what the expectations are of the role, haven't met with the team yet, I don't know what the day-to-day work is like, and much, much more. So I don't want you to hear my answer as being the answer. I'm going to learn a lot more, and I can answer the question later on as I go through the process. Right now, my thinking is that range is okay with me, and later on, I may be willing to be flexible or not based upon what I hear and what the demands of the role are going to be. So again, don't give them a range. And if you do, you have to hedge off of that with this answer. Hope you found that helpful. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. Visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. There's a lot there in the blog. You can schedule time for a discovery call with me or schedule time for coaching. You can purchase courses I have available on different platforms. I'd love to help you. Subscribe to JobSearchTV.com on YouTube, on Amazon, and soon we'll be back on Roku. No BS Job Search Advice Radio comes out 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, with advice for job hunters good anywhere in the world. Subscribe to both. There's different content there that I release. Also, connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Have a terrific day and be great.